Well, today is the day. Today is the day. I have been very critical of this movie ever since I found out that Henry Cavill was going to be out as far as playing Superman. I was skeptical with James Gunn going over to DC. He had a lot of success over in Marvel. When I found out he was doing the Superman movie and Cavill was out, I was like, this is going to be a problem. Then they said it was going to be an Origins movie. And I was then even more skeptical because with Superman movies, I feel like that's all they do is Origins movies. With the Christopher Reeve movies, like the first, like it was all origin movies, but there's four of them, and I guess they tried to, work off of it. And then we got to Superman Returns, which was yet another Origins movie. And then we got to the Nolan movies, which was another Origins movie. And then it tried to turn into a massive team-up movie. There's just a lot there. And then you have shows like Smallville, which is literally nothing but an Origin series. And then you have the, adventures of like Lois and Clark. And then there's the new Superman show that came out, which I heard was actually fairly decent. I don't know. But it's like, all it is origin, origin, origin. So here's my point in saying this. If this is going to be a true blue origin movie, which a lot of people are saying, we don't want Origins movies, we don't want to have to go through the same motions again and again and again. And I think that was a big criticism of Batman for a long time. Hence why when Schumacher took over, it's like, it's something different. It's just visually more appealing to the eyes because everything's not just in shadows. But, like, the tone changed. And then we got to the Nolan trilogy. And, again, still very dark, very ominous, but that works because it's Batman. It didn't really quite fit with Superman. That's not to say that those movies were bad. I have a special place in my heart for Man of Steel, and I have a big special place in my heart for Batman v Superman and the Justice League movie. The actual movie, not the first cut of the movie. They have soft spots in my heart, and if we've learned anything from superhero movies, even if we go to Marvel with Spider-Man, it's that you don't need an origin movie to get things going. So, that being said, I'm going to watch the trailer in full. I might have a few points, but I'm going to go through it without stopping, and then afterwards, go through and make my full points. Oh, that's not good. I like how bright his costume is. Okay, good. Clark Kent, alter ego. Hey, he's not doing good. It's crypto. It only took how many movies?
Superman.
Okay, yeah, okay. Alright. Not here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna get into it. We'll do in trailer analysis. So obviously they're fighting something. Hold on, let me get back to. Okay. So, a couple things. Number one, yeah, whatever he's fighting, it's really messed up, or it messed him up, I should say. So I don't know who the big baddie is. We did see Lex Luthor, unless he is wearing like his armored suit that he uses to fight Superman. I don't know what else the big baddie in this would be. We did see some other clips. Now, if you're more of a Superman guy than I am, and something you notice catches your eye, cool. I can't pretend I know everything in this universe. I'm more predisposed to knowing more about Batman. But so that's that. So there's that. Um, the second thing is I really like the Superman suit. I really like it. It's very bright. It's colorful. It's what it should be. Superman is a symbol of hope. He is a beacon of awe-inspiring hope. He is essentially this Earth version of like a savior, like an actual like human savior of mankind. Like there's reason why in some storylines they refer to him as the second coming of Jesus. He vehemently is like, no, I'm not God. I'm just from another planet. so so there's that. There again, the suit. I like how it's bright, it's vibrant. You could see it clearly. That was a little bit of a point of contention I had for the Nolan movies, was that the suit was a little too dark for my liking, albeit if they just didn't have him in that black suit. And I'm like, no, go back to the Christopher Reeve style of the suit. Make it bright and vibrant. The colors should really, really pop. And I'm glad they went back to that. So, all right. Sorry, I got an itch on my hands. Let's keep going. Definitely feel like the positive vibes from it, like it's building something awesome. This, and also let's not forget it only took how many movies with Superman to get Crypto. And I believe it was CG. I mean, obviously it's CG.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
That's an awesome scene. Okay. So the actor's name I'm blanking on here, and I've seen him in the X-Men movies. He was in The Menu, which I thought he played a really good, pretty unlikable character, I guess we could say. I'd have to see him more in this movie as Lex Luthor. Aside from that, I mean, he kind of does look like Lex, but I think the problem with Lex is that we've seen too many iterations of Lex. I really do feel that oh god, the actor who played him in Jesse Eisenberg's version of Lex Luthor, I think, might be my least favorite. It is god awful. I would rather have Jay Leto as Joker than have Eisenberg play Lex Luthor. The dude almost kind of looks like Hitman in this picture. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm wondering if those are kryptonite bullets that he is going to be shooting out of that gun. But I don't know. Well, I'm willing to give him a shot. He can pull it off. He has range. The guy has range.
Superman.
Right there. Okay, so I'm wondering what's kind of going on here, because obviously they're very mad at him about something. I wonder if we're going to have a humans versus, like, meta-humans little bit of a dynamic going throughout this movie. Okay, guys, I have been waiting a very long time. A long time. Because we don't count the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie as canon. We don't count that. We forget that. But Nathan Fillion playing Guy Gardner in this movie, that's just awesome. Although the hairstyle on him looks really goofy, and also hot girl right here following behind. Oh, I love it already. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. It's really nice to see a good Green Lantern. Nothing against Ryan Reynolds, but that was not Green Lantern. That was a huge misstep. Moravian troops amassing at border. Okay, so I don't know how much of a plot point that's going to be in this movie, but let's get to here. I'm wondering what that is right here in the background. I'm wondering is it's not Starro. I'm curious as to what that is, and I'm curious as to why they're sitting here looking longingly into each other's eyes as this is going on out there. I don't know. Maybe they're just like playing it up like this is serious, and he may not come back or whatever. I don't know. Uh, uh, I just need to go back one or two. Okay, right there. Okay. This I'm not. I don't quite know. I don't know. And I'm sure someone's gonna be like, how can you not know? I'm not a huge buff on these movies. I don't obviously not Cyborg. I'm wondering. I don't know. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, huh, I wonder what the robot is here. I don't know. Um oh who hmm. Hmm. Again, this would really help if I was more of a big Superman buff. I'm trying to think of who this could be. It's Dark Side? No, it wouldn't be Dark Side. It wouldn't be Apocalypse. Apocalypse. Jeez. Um, I don't know. I do not know. I feel like this trailer is gonna be having people ask a lot of questions, which is a good thing. Okay, so it also has Mister Terrific, which is essentially this universe's version, I would say, of um, a Batman as far as a eccentric billionaire with all the cool little gadgets. I'm really happy he's finally getting his 5 minutes. It's not like he hasn't existed in this universe for decades, and they're just now finally using him. All right, so I think that's enough for now. So my thoughts on the trailer. I'm actually excited to see it. I think there's a lot there to like. I have questions about what the overall plot of this movie is going to be, what the other characters are doing here. I'm really hoping this isn't like a Justice League type movie where they're just gonna throw everyone together in here all at once and we're just supposed to be happy. I'm really hoping this is more like this. No, this is an established world. These characters have been here for a while. They're not gonna treat the people here like idiots. They're just gonna be like, no, the people who watch this movie are people who've read the comics, who grew up with the characters. We're gonna treat them like adults, and we're just going to basically open the door to this whole new franchise, and purely a love letter for the fans. I'm hoping that's what that is. That being said, I love the fact that we got to see characters like Hawk Girl. We got to see characters like Mr. Terrific. We got to see Guy Gardner's Green Lantern in here, which is awesome because we have not seen a Green Lantern since the aforementioned Ryan Reeves movie. And I could almost count the one quick scene in the re-release of the Justice League where they're like reminiscing about Darkseid or whatever. I can almost count that, but that wasn't an established Green Lantern that we know, just a member of the Corps. That being said, there's a lot of positives here, a lot of things I do like. I have questions as to like what the whole plot of this is, what the big baddie is, but all in all, it looks good. It looks like a good stepping into point if you understand the comics. I'm wondering if this may actually deter new fans because now they're having to reintroduce themselves into characters they may not know. And I will say that I feel like this is a bit of a, as I said before, this is a bit of a love letter to established fans because when you have Guy Gardner and you have Mr. Terrific and you have Hawk Girl, it's like this isn't like they're trying to play to first time comic readers and moviegoers. No, these are characters who do exist within the universe that aren't like big marquee characters like Batman, like Wonder Woman and the Flash. No, these are slightly more obscure characters but are very well loved within the comics. So I'm much more eager to see how James Gunn how he does them in this movie. Does he give them their due diligence, or are they just kind of treated as an afterthought? It looks like in this movie these are all already established characters, and we're seeing as like a much bigger issue is unraveling. Lois and the actor who plays Clark Kent looks good. They look good together. I don't think I've really ever complained about the relationship between the two. I feel like that's something they've been fairly good about. Maybe I might be somewhat skeptical in Superman Returns, but other than that, it looks fine. It looks good. I'm eager to see this movie. I say this is a good trailer. It got me excited to see the movie. My skepticism has subsided for now, which means I'm eager to see the next trailer. The soundtrack sounds awesome. I love the fact they made him less ominous. They brightened up the suit literally. They made him what he should be, a beacon of hope for all of humanity, a force of positivity, something that people look up to as someone to protect and look over them, someone who doesn't look down on them. And it's like, I feel like the music just builds and builds and builds to that, and I think it's perfect compared to what they did in the Nolan movies, where it was just dark and ominous with like the big booming sound effects, and it made it intense, but it's like, no, it's that while that is a part of what Superman kind of is, as a whole, I feel like Superman is the physical embodiment of hope. And with like the bright suit and the instrument, the electric guitar building the theme to it, I was like, yes, this to me feels more like the Superman that at least I have envisioned in my head. So let me know what you think. If you've watched the trailer, are you excited to go see it? Do you have questions, comments, criticisms? I think my only negative criticism I will say into this is that it looks like we might be hitting some prior footnotes from other movies past, but I say at this point when we're 4, 5, 6, 7-ish movies in that have Superman in them, it's like you're gonna kind of hit those notes. But again, that doesn't deter from what I've seen and how excited I am to see more. This was good stuff. This is good stuff. You should check it out if you haven't already seen the trailer. Obviously, you have if you're watching it with me. But yeah, I need more. If this is what James Gunn is bringing to the table, I think DC could have a bright future.